Class Prophecy, written by Marilu Torres Herrera. It was the year 2020, about 25 years since our high school graduation. As I recall, the class of 95 was something unique, something to be proud of. It was the year when the school achieved many firsts, so to speak. While I was browsing at my high school pictures, my computer terminal beeped. I was pretty sure it was another medical emergency. My job as chief neurologist of the Makati Medical Center really is very demanding. To my surprise, it wasn't. Instead, the email was an invitation. It read, "You are cordially invited to the inauguration of the Physics and Chemistry Wing of the Philippine Central University, BEPS Bataan, on March 24, 2020. I was quite puzzled. Who could have invited me? Then, as I continued, it was Cecilia Dumas, PCU director. I immediately phoned my secretary to book me for a flight to Mariveles. A familiar voice greeted me while I was boarding the shuttle. It was our pilot, Aldous Gumabon. Then, as I was walking towards my seat, a kid accidentally pushed me. The boy's mother was apologetic of her son's actions. "Michelle, is that you?" I asked the mother. "I hardly recognized you." "Hon, the plane's ready to leave. Please take Junior," said Engineer Romer Doctolero of the UN Space Development Program. On our way to Mariveles, the lovely couple filled me in with the news about our classmates. Michelle Arellano, who is now a medical examiner, and I chatted for a while. She told me that Bernadette Baera just opened up the 5th overseas branch of her department store, and Miriam Latorre, a very sought-after couturier, was the one who designed the national costume of Olivia Malik, Miss Universe 2008. I was in a bit of a shock. Never did I imagine Olive to chin down and wear the much-coveted crown. Well, reality does bite. Our short talk was interrupted when the screen on board the shuttle showed a news flash. The report said that Space Station Freedom has been successfully launched from Cape Quest, Florida. Chief NASA Engineer Orlando Bodumo and astrophysicist Christopher Beltran were aboard the station with Heidi Ignacio, psychologist. As the plane touched down the airport, I noticed how Mariveles has changed. There is now an international port, well-paved roads, and high-rise buildings. This is what Senator Peter Tuyay's bill declaring Mariveles City as the new capital of the Republic has done. At the arrival area, we saw Hong Kong-based accountant Mary Grace Grate. Aboard my Mercedes-Benz, I asked Grace what PCU is. Then, as we approached the gate, a familiar logo greeted me. The logo of BMS side by side with PCU's. So, this is what BMS has become of after being turned over to Soberano Land Incorporated, owned by Raniel Soberano. "No, it can't be," I murmured. To my amazement, I saw architect Marlene Hoxon Ignay with her husband Dexter, chief chemist of Ignay Industries, walking up the escalator towards the Physics Chemistry Wing. The guests, while waiting the president's arrival, proceeded to PCU's multipurpose hall for some cocktails. There, I saw Gail Rosita Andres, head nurse at MMC, with her husband, PLDT chairman Raul Durendes. A tall gentleman caught my attention as he called my name. It was UN Secretary General Mark Alan Canizares, the first Filipino to head the global organization. Our conversation was stalled when actor Jaworski Jasyada with his wife CNN's Julie Baclayan decided to approach us. Maricel Palmenco, SGV board chairman, arrived together with SGV's directors Lea Santiago, Joyce Wicad, and Sharon Castronuevo. IBM computer scientist Golda Remonte shortly followed. A naval captain passed by my table, Captain Christopher Salazar, looking for his wife, ace lawyer Attorney Olivia Cornejo. He was approached by well-noted dentist, Emil Quicho, informing him that Olive was at the lobby with marine biologist Rachel Laag. There was this lady at the ceremony whose walk was reminiscent that of supermodel Claudia Schiffer. As she seated beside me, the lady greeted me, "Hi!" in a tone credited only to this classmate of mine, Elena Smith. Shortly after, Customs Commissioner Marilu Mendoza joined us at the table. All eyes were on the Chemistry and Physics building as Cecil arrived with a diplomatic corps headed by His Excellency Philippine President Lean Macabale, together with First Lady Rizalin Laminero. The building was opened as soon as the President cut the ceremonial ribbon. We then proceeded to dinner at the canteen. Suddenly, we heard 4 shots, and the room was in chaos. The President's security were in a total anarchy as someone screamed, "The President's been shot!" repeatedly. What? For a minute, I was stunned and speechless. "Malu, be sure to turn the VHS off before you sleep, okay?" muttered my mom. The movie I was watching, JFK, was about to end. I figured it all. It was just a dream.
Huwag mo sabihin na naman inlove ako sa isang kolehiya na hindi ko maintindihan. Huwag na nating idaan sa maboteng usapan, lalo lang madaragdagan ang sakit ng ulo at pibil sa tiyan. Anong sarap kami naging magkaibigan, napuno ako ng pag-asa. Yun pala, hanggang doon lang ang kaya. Akala ko ay pwede pa, masakit mang isipin, kailangang tanggapin kung kailan ka naging seryoso sa kakanya gagaguhin. Oh, Diyos ko.
Hello batchmate, happy 25th anniversary nga pala sa 1995 batch ng BX Multinational School. Sana maging masaya kayo, tayo pala, sa darating na reunion. Ingat kayong lahat. Salamat.
Hello sa mga kabatch ko ng 95 sa BMS. Happy 25th anniversary sa inyo. Hindi man tayo magkakasama-sama ngayon, sana masaya pa rin kahit sa video chat lang, magkasama-sama tayo lahat. Stay safe para sa inyo, saka kita-kits tayo sa 25.
Hi Batch 95! Happy 25th year! I pray that everyone is healthy and safe. Ingat!
Happy 25th Silver Anniversary ng Batch 95 ng BEPS Multinational School. Kahit na ganito ang ating reunion, sana maging masaya rin ang lahat at magkita-kita tayo sa Zoom through the internet.